Hello and welcome to another episode of Disney Movie Investigation. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the show. In each episode, we take a look at a movie that is featured on Disney+. On this episode, we're taking a look at a recent independent favorite as we take a look at Jojo Rabbit. And if you are enjoying these episodes, I do ask that you please hit that subscribe button, and that way you'll be notified with each new episode. Now, sit back and enjoy this episode of Disney Movie Investigation. So like I said, today we're covering Jojo Rabbit. This movie was released on September 8th, 2019. It was directed and written by Taika Waititi. It is based on Caging Skies, the novel by Christopher Lyons. The production companies was Fox Searchlight Pictures, Defender Films, and Peaky Films, and it was distributed by Fox Searchlight Pictures. The budget for this movie was $14 million, and it did a box office return of $93.6 million. But let's take a look at the production. So the idea for the movie came about in 2010 when Waititi was introduced to Llewellyn's novel by his mother. Waititi compared the film to that of the story of Rugrats, where the violence of World War II is portrayed through the fantastical lens of a child. A script was written in 2011 and first contained no references to Hitler, but Waititi would rewrite the script to increase the comedy. To try and find a studio to distribute the film, Waititi would actually not do any pitching. He would just send the script to the different movie studios, letting it speak for itself. It was while Waititi was filming Thor Ragnarok that he got word that Fox Searchlight wanted to distribute the film. Initially, Waititi wanted the film to be filmed in Berlin, but because of the laws of working minors in that country, they were only allowed to work 3 hours a day. The movie was moved to the Czech Republic, where they would allow the young cast members to work for longer days. Casting sessions were held in the United Kingdom, New Zealand, Germany, US, and Canada to find the perfect leading child for the role of Jojo. It was announced in March of 2008 that Waititi would also direct, co-write the script, and co-produce and star in the film. So he was a one-man band for all of this. And filming of the movie would take place in Prague from May 28th to July of 2018. Waititi would actually have a strict rule on the filming set that no cell phone use was allowed because he wanted to keep the environment calm and naturalistic environment. Because of labor laws, body doubles would be used for Jojo in order to get the film completed on time. And the original score would be composed by Michael Giacchino and would be influenced by European classical music. So in terms of the cast, we have Roman Geffen Davies, who plays Johannes Jojo Belzer, Thomas Mackenzie, who plays Elsa Kor, Scarlett Johansson, who plays Rosie Belzer, Taika Waititi, who plays Adolf Hitler, Sam Rockwell, who plays Captain Kensdorf, and Rebel Wilson, who plays Fräulein Rahim. So let's take a look at the plot. In the ultimate days of the Third Reich, young Johannes Jojo Belzer is eager to do his part by joining the Nazi Party's youth organization. Instead, a disastrous first assignment earns the Führer's tiny number one fan an embarrassing nickname and gets the ambitious candidate kicked out. Now, Jojo has nothing but time on his hands as a delusioned boy grapples with the new reality of stumbling upon a shocking secret that he must question everything that he's ever known. But fear and prejudice consume his world. Can the young innocent be humanity's saving grace? In terms of the marketing of this movie, in March of 2019, 20th Century Fox was purchased by Disney, and because of the mature themes in the movie, Disney was unsure if they wanted to distribute the movie because they were afraid that it would harm their family-friendly reputation. However, CEO Bob Iger insisted that he would argue that the film had a good message and that it would diversify the scope of the Disney company. When marketing the film, Fox would release a scene from the downfall section of the movie and with redesigned subtitles to increase comedy. The scene was of Hitler getting upset when he hears that Waititi, who is a Polynesian Jew, would be portraying him in an upcoming movie. The premiere of the movie would take place at the 44th Toronto International Film Festival, and it would make the festival circuit around the country, and was also the closing film of the Stockholm International Film Festival. The film was highly successful and would be nominated for 6 Academy Awards, including Best Supporting Actress for Scarlett Johansson and Best Picture. It would ultimately win the Best Adapted Screenplay Award. In 2025, it was also announced that it was the Reader's Choice Award in the New York Times for one of the greatest films of the 21st century. So would I recommend this movie? I really like this movie. I think it's a great kind of different perspective of World War II. There is some dark themes and definitely some violence in the movie, so kind of viewer beware on that one. But definitely Scarlett Johansson's empathetic performance is great, because in the movie she puts herself in a situation that must be incredibly difficult, because she wants to be supportive of her son, but she also has the strong desire to do what she thinks is right. I like the ending. I think it's a great twist, and I like there's shocking moments throughout that are highly emotional. So it does have some dark comedy to it, but it is actually a pull at the heartstrings type story, which is really good. So I think this one is definitely one you should check out. Like I said, it is quite violent and there are some dark themes, so viewer beware in terms of the younger viewers. But definitely for the adults, this is one of the better films that I've seen in a long time. So thank you so much for joining us here on another episode of Disney Movie Investigation. I would love for anyone to please leave a comment below on what they think of Jojo Rabbit. And as we look forward to our next episode, we are going to be starting our Halloween month as we take a look at a Disney Channel original movie when we look at Halloween Town. So until next time, I hope you have a magical day, and we will see you real soon.